After 14 years, I got back into art part-time. After work, on the weekends, kind of whenever I could, with a pencil and a sketchbook from my local crafts shop. Then a year and a half ago, I quit my full-time job to pursue it. It's been quite a journey before then, trying to figure out life and then seeing where life has taken me. But I should probably start back at the beginning. So when I was young, about 14 years old and starting high school, I left art behind. I was anxious, scared, and depressed during those days. It was hard for me not to make my art perfect, and that was part of the reason I left it. And for some reason, I was incredibly anxious and scared of the future. I've wrestled with fear my entire life, but back then it was particularly pronounced. Everything from how I was going to make it through the day to the existential dread of not knowing what I would be doing in the future, I became numb to life. So I guess the topic of this video is about overcoming fear. Maybe not even overcoming it, but being afraid and then going out and doing the thing anyways, over and over and over again. My favorite story of exploration, and one that really helps me overcome fear and helped me overcome fear and things during basic training in the Army and when I have gone through other stressful times in my life, was of an Arctic explorer named Ernest Shackleton. So in 1914, this man and his crew traveled to the Antarctic on an exploratory expedition to reach the South Pole. This ultimately disastrous expedition, though, is known now as one of the greatest struggles for survival ever. Their ship, the Endurance, became trapped in the flow of the ice down there, and it was crushed and then pulled apart. The crew, they had to abandon their ship on the ice and go across nearly impossible terrain and conditions to get closer to the South Pole, but then off the ice and back home. Shackleton, knowing that there was no hope of rescue unless they found it themselves, left his men with the promise that he would return. He took one of the smaller whaling dinghies, 2 other crew members, and then sailed back to England. And for 2 years, he struggled to go back to England and then back to his men, trapped in a place so unforgiving it's hard to believe that they would survive. But all of them ultimately did. Every single man survived in the Antarctic alone for 2 years. Shackleton told them that he would return, and he did. And as incredible as this survival story is, to me, it's not the most incredible thing. It's what happened before the men even left England and were trapped down there. The most amazing thing to me has always been in the way Shackleton recruited his crew. Legend has it that he wrote an advertisement that reads a little like this. It says, "Men wanted for hazardous journey, small wages, bitter cold, long months of complete darkness, constant danger, safe return doubtful, honor and recognition in case of success." And men signed up for this, knowing the danger. And this to me represents the indomitable human spirit. And it really represents carrying on in spite of the fear staring you down, the spirit in every person. So as of this first video on YouTube, my first YouTube video, I've left my full-time job about a year and a half ago, now for about as nearly as long as Shackleton's men were trapped on the ice. There were fears when I quit, but I prepared, and then I cut the ropes and began this voyage. And I say this because I want to encourage you to keep on. I'm making this YouTube video to encourage you to keep on. Keep working towards your goal, keep moving, but don't quit on a whim. I had a plan for this expedition for about 3 years. I saved, made plans to sustain myself financially and mentally, and then set off. But I do remember one day thinking to myself, where am I going to be in 5 years or 10 years if I keep doing the job I was in? This full-time job is great. It's got benefits, health insurance, and a 401k. But I was unhappy every day, every time I went into work. And I knew that I was meant for more. So I made sure I had proper savings, a budget, and a plan, and an end goal, or at least some kind of backstop to know when I had become self-sustainable. I have a long way to go in this art journey. It's not going to end ever because, I could always be a better draftsman and a better painter, a better artist. But that's really the exciting part. I get to wake up and really work on this thing every day, and keep striving towards where I want to be in life and with this skill. I have a lot of goals that I want to work towards and use to bolster this skill, and use it to help future generations, or just to provide some motivation to you guys, for those that want to pursue the thing they've been waiting on. So not even other artists, but people that just want more out of life and want to pursue more. It's really why I'm making these videos. This is my first YouTube video ever, and I never really thought I'd be doing this, but I felt like I had a story to share, and kind of feel like I can, motivate others with the way I do art and the process, and kind of the stories I can tell on the channel and all that. I have something to say, I guess, to people, and people, have something to say to me, and so it's really cool to start this thing and start this video, and it's kind of why I'm here, to kind of help with being motivating towards people, with people, and just providing some kind of motivation to those who want to pursue the thing they've wanted to pursue for a long time, and maybe you've put it off, or put it on the back burner, or whatever it is. Pick that pencil back up, or I guess what I'm trying to say is, stay motivated. Take an hour here or there, take a half hour, 15 minutes to pursue that goal and that dream that you have. Keep that fire alive inside of you. Little by little, adding, kindling to it here and there. Keep on working towards it, because that's what gives us hope in life, right? Like those things that give us the motivation day to day to strive for something. It's easy to just give up, but I just encourage you not to. And even if it's, a minute a day of doing whatever you want to do, that thing that motivates you, keep after it. Ultimately, don't lose that indomitable human spirit, or the hope that you have for the future. Stay motivated. It's helped me to surround myself with good people, good friends, good family, healthy ideas and healthy people, and quitting bad habits, and having an understanding that your life is meant for more, meant for purpose, really. Set goals, work hard. Ultimately, keep your shoulders back and your face towards the mountains that you're going to climb way off in the distance. Face those, look at those. Keep your eyes set. So, I hope this has helped you. And if you like the stories or my painting process, the painting going on in the background, let me know down in the comments. This painting is something that I found really encouraging. It was one of the first grayscale paintings I did. And what's special about it is that it really, I was able to capture this woman's expression in it, where it looks lifelike. It looks like a person. It looks like a 3D person, somebody that you can reach out and shake hands with, or say hi to, or something. And get to know her. It was so cool when I first painted this thing, and I'm gonna start sharing more paintings like this. And just start dropping them in the next few weeks. I really want to share my process and see what you guys think too. I think I'm ready to do that. And so, if you like this stuff, you can like this video, hit the little thumbs up down there, or subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram if you want, and DM me over there. I plan to release more videos about this, kind of like I was saying, in a couple weeks, in the next few weeks. So love to hear what you all think and want to see me paint next or want to hear me talk about. So yeah, these are just some thoughts I was having, and hope to see you in the next one. So see ya.